Hiya, I'm Karen of Creative Calm. Today we're just going to look at some ways that we can still maintain our shoulder strength when there's times when we can't actually go down onto our hands or onto our elbows. So a case in point is my friend is a dog walker, and she has some neck issues that are causing her wrist pain. So this is the motivation. Claire, this is for you. Let's just take a moment just to sit. Just to sit quietly. A chance just to check in where we're starting from. Check into the ground, the base that we've been given of support. And the spine, the back, upright but not ramrod rigid. Shoulders soft, sliding down the back without pulling them down. And just resting the hands in the lap just to take some of the weight of the arm bones out of the shoulders. Enjoy a few breaths here. Tune into your breathing. Relax your face. And then open your eyes. Okay. So your face is really going to help, and so is your breath. So what we're doing is noticing when our face pulls if we're in any pain. Stay away from pain. Okay, let's start by simply taking our awareness into our shoulders and then circling them together, down the back, forwards and up. So if you are okay with the weight of the arms, we can do this with the arms down by the sides. And if you've been told to not hold anything, then you can rest the hands on the lap. But you really want to feel that your shoulder blades are circling. Now, if you can't, this might help. I'm going to turn. Okay, there's a thing called, I think they're called mimic neurons. Oh, I shouldn't have said that if I'm not 100%. So if you are watching my shoulder blades, then in your brain, your neurons can fire and trigger as they just watch my movement. So I'm bringing my shoulder blades forwards, up, together and down. I'm trying to keep my head in neutral. Let's change directions. Let's lift them up, together, away, sorry, down, together, up, forwards and down. I keep my head in neutral so I can really focus on my shoulder blade movement. Otherwise, what might happen is you start pulling your head in different positions. So the spine stays still. Just a few more in this direction. Oh, okay, I'm going to turn back towards you. So we're going to take the arms out to the sides and then coming into a cactus arm. Okay, so from our cactus arm, we're using the tops of the shoulders, the deltoids, if you're interested, just to hold the arms up in space. There's other stuff going on as well. Now, does this feel okay? Just to circle, rotate one arm down and then bring it back up again. And then bringing the other arm down and then bringing it back up. By working independently, it gives us a chance to feel into each side, each arm socket. How the mobility feels, how much movement you have. Can you keep your rib cage drawn down? So we're just inviting the movement purely into the shoulder. Into a range of movement that you can move with kindness and compassion, with a soft face and a soft breath. Last one to each side. Bring the arms down again, you can rest them in the lap if the weight is too much. Circle the shoulders, or the shoulder blades, both directions. Okay, so I'm going to come up to kneel, moving my seat, my support from underneath. I'm going to take one elbow, that's my knee, one knee out to the side. So we're going to reach around and then draw back. So the arm reaches around, so I'm going to go out to the side, reach around, letting the spine follow, and then once I've got to that reach, the draw back is going to come from the shoulder blade. So draw your shoulder blade back and use that to bring you back. Got to reach around and the shoulder blade draws back. So instead of actually carrying weight, we're using this drawing back to start to strengthen in and around the shoulder joints. And we're also getting some lovely thoracic spinal movement as well. And last one. And relax the arm. Let's go on to the other side. We can do this in lots of positions. This is just our starting position again. Feeling that there's the reach, but we're not actually reaching out to the shoulder joints. But there is the drawing back. That's when we're getting that strengthening, toning, supporting action. And we're just allowing the upper body to feel free to move. I quite like this position at the moment, this sort of kneeling Pasvakonasana. Okay, so I'm going to come kneeling facing forwards. Let me show you something like. So I'm going to be in our kneeling lunge. If you want something underneath your knee, pad your knee up, give you moments. So I'm going to start with the hands on the pelvis and then tuck your tail under and then lift your tail and let the spine move. So you're going to be in like a cat-cow movement, but it's not going to be such a big cat-cow movement. It's really limited by the position of your knees, your pelvis. Just so we get some movement through the whole of the spine. Okay, and then we're going to end up kneeling up. Now we're going to do our push-pull from here. So we're going to push forwards. And you can let the upper back round. Imagine you grabbed hold of a branch and then pull back. And the elbows are going to pull behind you. And we're going to have the push forwards and then the pull back. So hopefully, because there's no weight bearing, we're still getting to use the muscles around the joints when we're not allowed to hold or hold too much weight. And as always, you can temper this, you can do less push-pull, you can make it a movement pattern. And I'm counting 6. Let's change sides. Okay, so I'm in this kneeling lunge, something underneath your knee if you want to, and then that tuck and tilt of your pelvis. Noticing any part of the spine that wants to come along for the ride. For me, it's a lot more contained than a normal cat-cow, normal kneeling cat-cow, shall I say. Last one. Okay, so I'm choosing a slightly different trajectory of the arms for this one. So I'm going to push out and then pull back. I'm pushing out, I'm going out to the side more, I'm going to curve my spine more and then pull back, moving my elbows behind, I'm going to let my chest come up. So I'm adding a little bit more spinal movement in this one. And then relax the arms. Okay. I'm going to come off the knee, so I like to not use my hands. So in fact, let's just do a little toe curl up. So I've got my toes curled under. I'm just going to sink back, just a bit of a toe curl stretch. Wiggle from side to side. If it's too much, you can kneel up so there's a bit less weight. And as I wiggle from side to side, then I get some nice thoracic movement. If your head feels okay, let your head bob along. Okay, and then top of the foot stretch, whatever. I always get a bone clunk there. Top of the foot stretch, if that feels okay. If it doesn't, just simply kneeling if you can. Won't keep you here for too long. Just to give a little bit of a rest for the shoulders. Okay, and then we can then come up. So I'm going to be in a warrior 2, not such a crazy big stance. Front knee just above the ankle, pressing down, drawing that thigh bone back. I'm sure you know all of these instructions. Press into the heel of the back foot. So the outer edge of the back foot. Now I'm going to reach forward with my arm, then draw it in. Now, like we did before, so we're going to reach around. You can take hold of your imaginary bow and use that to pull. Release the arm, and if you want some extra movement, feel that you're pushing the arm through dense air, and then we can pull back. You can have some grip on this hand, especially if you've been carrying a lot of shopping bags, but you're not allowed to do that right now. And then we can grip, pull and turn, and then we can push the air and pull. And I'm letting the thoracic spine, the back, move wherever it wants to go. I'm not saying there's no movement, let that movement be there. Let's do one more. So I'm going to turn my front toes in, my back toes out, change sides. Do you know, I've noticed my stride is quite wide, as in from foot to foot. So that's quite interesting. I've just automatically picked that. Let's go on the other side again. Plug this thigh bone back, draw in. If you want to do your grip there, you can hold, and then there we go. So it's just the archer with a little bit more work, push and pull. Open, and then push the air around. Pull back, turn, and push around. I'm going to be quiet. Move, breathe, focus. Last one. Turn the feet in. Shuffle them together. And come down into a squat. Just relax your hips. Now you can relax your shoulders. Now I'm not pushing or pulling, but if you want to get inside your shoulders, you can push out and pull in with the arms. So you get this two-way resistance without any weight bearing, but again, ways of getting into the joints without carrying weights or pulling your dog. We can use that, and I've now got my awareness into my upper back. Nice. Take a few breaths. Good, and then release. I'm going to do one more on the back. And this is more about pushing back. So I'm looking like I'm in bridge position. I'm going to do a couple of different ways. So the first one is the palms to face down. And press your palms, your arms back. And my arms are inwardly rotating a little bit, so I'm just working through different parts of the shoulders without weight bearing. And I'm holding and release. Move them out and then again press back, and you might notice there's a different body part pressing back, feel different parts of the body, should I say, and release. And then maybe, I can't really go much further, just one more, pressing back, back. Release. Now, go back to where you started, turn the arms up and then repeat, so pressing back. You can press into your fingernails, you can press the backs of the hands down, get a bit of a stretch into the fingers if you wish, and release. Take the arms out, another trajectory. I don't know why I say that, I can't really say it very well. Press back. And I've chosen to unfill my fingers. Now there's a lot of waist, core work going on now. Release as we're getting into trapezius, not trapezius, latissimus that's connected to the waist muscles, pressing back. Added bonus, core work, and release. Okay, bring the arms back. Now if you want to do that with some hip extension into bridge, press down into the feet, let the pelvis float up to where feels good, and repeat, so pressing. So this time I'm just going to do palms facing up, press back. And it might just mean I'm not pressing back crazy, so I'll come into a big bridge, but just pressing back, release, take the arms out a bit, pressing back again, working through all different areas, holding, release, again, pressing back. So same before about your face. If your face is relaxed, smiling, enjoying it, then you know you're in a good place. And then let's work our way back. You can come up and down if you wish. For some reason I've chosen not to. Last one. Then release down. Okay, so from here we'll relax the shoulders. And here, because we've just got the weight of the arms, we can relax here. You could relax in cactus. So whichever one you've been recommended to do, whichever one feels good, then just rest. If you need to move your legs before you stop altogether, move your legs from side to side. That feels nice actually, especially if you did what I did and you held the bridge, the Seti Bandha. And then stretch the legs out. Just check in. How does it feel? What's your face telling you? Is your face relaxed? What's your breath telling you? Okay, and then just see how the land lies. Stay here for as little or as long as you want. Thank you. I hope that was food for thought for you. Enjoy whatever you're doing next.